Thank you, Eric. This morning we shine a spotlight on STEM Nola, a local organization encouraging students to shoot for the stars. STEM Nola does so in many ways. Since the organization began in 2013, thousands of students have learned what it means to love science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. That is especially the case for these two STEM Nola fellows, Brother Martin High School senior Jaden Hall and John F. Kennedy High School freshman Nia Ellis, both recently named champions of a national STEM challenge. It is a big deal, and both Jaden and Nia say they cannot believe it.
I cannot believe it.
So you didn't see it coming?
I didn't see it coming, to be honest with you.
But to be honest, even at photos glimpse, Brother Martin High School senior Jaden Hall's mental muscle flexes as he focuses on a goal grounded in putting one's best foot forward. Therasol?
Yes.
How'd you get the idea for the name and the concept?
So the Therasol, growing up, I actually suffered with flat feet.
Even as a member of Brother Martin's marching band, Jaden says long distances hurt, but he stopped short of allowing flat feet to prove his Achilles heel.
I would try to get different insoles. None of that worked. It was really a pain. So I decided to come up with a concept that can be able to help people who have arthritis in their feet.
Here is that concept, Therasol, Jaden's engineering solution for flat feet.
The Therasol actually has a vibrating measure on the bottom of the shoe, and it allows the shoe to kind of pulsate, and as the balls move around the nerves, it can actually be able to get to a comfortable position to where you can be able to walk.
How'd you know that something could be used to trigger the nerves of the foot to correct the issue at hand?
So the foot actually has nerves to where we can actually be able to do certain things. So like, for example, how you tickle your feet and you start to get like a reaction off of that, some nerves actually can be able to control parts of the body. They're both adjacent to each other.
The idea sprang from an assignment through STEM Nola, where Jaden has sharpened his scientific tools since 3rd grade. The challenge? Come up with a solution to solve a real-life problem.
Strokes from the stimulus from the brain.
John F. Kennedy High School freshman and softball phenom Nia Ellis gave it a try, too.
I just want something that's going to help people with strokes.
Nia calls that something Wing It, a watch that can detect signs of a stroke. Initially, Nia thought her watch would sniff out seizures, but through trial and error, she noticed a change.
I started doing research for strokes instead of seizures, and then when I did realize, it was too late. So I was like, I just had to go with it. I had to go with the flow.
And you went with the flow, and look at what happened.
Major.
Major recognition. Both Nia and Jaden were selected as champions of the National STEM Challenge. Over 2,500 students nationwide submitted projects. Nia and Jaden are among the 126 who won.
It's still a great feeling every time I even think about it.
STEM Nola's founder, Dr. Calvin Mackey.
At STEM Nola, I believe we do an amazing job of explaining to them the challenge before them and what it means to be doing what they're doing.
What STEM Nola does makes science, technology, engineering, and math accessible to all students, no matter their background. Dr. Mackey says they use fun as a way for students to focus.
We bring them into spaces, and they meet with these professionals. And they brought up the fact that we go into these spaces and we really don't see people who look like us.
The goal is to change that.
The cure for cancer may be right here in New Orleans. The cure for AIDS, the cure for strokes may be right here in New Orleans. And that's why we got to stimulate the creativity in all of our children, not just some.
It builds my brain.
Nia Ellis says her time with STEM Nola pushes her to want more, sharing what she's learned with others along the way. Ultimately, where do you see Wing It going?
I just want Wing It to become something that's going to help people who have strokes. That's all I want from it.
I cannot believe it.
Major.
Oh man, it is major. So what's next? That's the question. All champions will receive a free trip to Washington, D.C. for the first ever National STEM Festival. That's next month. STEM Nola tells me that they're in the process of creating prototypes of Jaden and Naya's projects. The goal is for them to go all the way. We might even see some patents soon on the horizon. We're certainly wishing them the very best.